Gene Delgadio, President of the Public Advocate, and my staff and I and our volunteers have come in response to support you, Congresswoman Foxx, in your effort to publicize the injustice that has occurred here. Could you tell me, Congresswoman Foxx, what injustice have you perpetrated? You've had your microphones ripped off, the lights turned out. You've been speaking to what kind of a situation here that you can describe?
Well, you know, last week, well, actually for the last 2 months, Republicans have been taking to the floor every day and talking about the fact that we're here wanting to help average Americans who are paying $4 a gallon for gas. We have been asking Speaker Pelosi to bring forth the common sense energy plan that she said the Democrats had in 2006. I have often quoted her on the floor saying she had this. She asked the American people to elect Democrats in 2006. They would bring down the price of gas. What has happened is the price of gas has doubled almost under Speaker Pelosi and the Democrats. So Republicans have introduced many bills, but we combined all of our good bills into one bill called the American Energy Act. We put that in as one bill, giving an opportunity for the Speaker to bring only one bill to the floor. Most people don't realize the Speaker has total and complete control over what is heard in committee and what is heard on the floor. A lot of people think, oh, if you get a lot of sponsors on a bill, that means it has to be brought up. That is not true. So we've been asking the Speaker, we're not saying people have to vote for it, but we're saying we want a vote. Bring up some of these bills that would allow us to create more supply, because it's lack of supply that's driving up the cost of gasoline. She has refused to do that.
Now, Congresswoman, were you part of the group on Friday?
Yes.
Essentially, she gavelled. And what were your feelings at that moment that she gavelled the floor?
Well, we spoke out very loudly. That is on C-SPAN. We protested the adjournment. We said, this is not right. You're adjourning, you're going on vacation, you're going out to do a book tour while American citizens are suffering. We want you to stay in town until we have a vote. I came back onto the floor. I made 3 speeches on Friday. Okay. And then I helped a lot of people get into the chamber and into the gallery.
So Speaker Pelosi cuts you off, cut the microphones off. You didn't get your 5 minutes.
That's right.
And now you're just doing speeches because...
That's right.
Why are you doing these speeches like today and yesterday and
Because
tomorrow?
we want the American public to understand that the Democrats are in charge of this House. And that's extremely important because Republicans can't force a vote. We have used every parliamentary procedure available to us to get some votes out. But we can't bring the bills up that need to be brought up. Speaker Pelosi is the only person who can do that. So we're doing our best to educate the American
Speaker
public.
Pelosi says that you've got to come up with some tricks. And you
That's
know, your
right.
Senator
That's right.
Jesse Helms was one of the masters of parliamentary from the state of North Carolina, a great man.
Wonderful man. And learning the rules is the #1 thing you should do. And we've done that. We've used every resource available to us. We have something called a motion to recommit. And actually, while the Democrats were in charge for 12 years, they got something like 2 motions to recommit passed. We've gotten 24 passed in the short time that we've been in session. That is giving the Democrats an alternative to what they are passing. What I said in there a few minutes ago was, we're going to help the American people separate the sheep from the goats. Are you pro-American energy or are you anti-American energy? Republicans are pro-American energy. Some Democrats are pro-American energy, but they're not being given the chance to vote. We keep asking over and over again, what is the Speaker afraid of? Why won't she bring it to a vote? The other thing that I have said is, in response to something one of her aides said, when we asked, where's the Democrat plan for improving the energy situation? We were told by the Democratic aide, people need to drive small cars and wait for the wind. Well, that reminded me of something was said a long time ago in France, a couple of 100 years ago. The people went to the Queen and said, "The people have no bread." And the Queen said, "Let them eat cake." So it sounds to me that what the Democrats are saying to the American people is eat cake. Well, the American people don't have bread, they don't have cake. And it's up to us to do everything we can as their representatives. We are the representatives of the people. This is the people's house. It's our job to be speaking for them, and that's what we're doing here every day. We will do this until either the Speaker calls a special session or we come back in September, and we're going to do our best to force a vote. We'll use all of our ingenuity and all of our imagination to do that.
I came here to encourage you on behalf of the members of Public Advocate, a pro-family
Thank
group,
you.
and it's very supportive of you, and of course the late Jesse Helms' policies as well. And we hope that people will hear about this message from you, also respond to it, and you keep speaking.
We will. We will. You know, the nicest compliment, I've had two wonderful compliments given to me in my life. One is that I have a heightened sense of justice, and the other was that I remind people of Jesse Helms.
Amen. All of us do. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.